One thing every network engineer needs to learn in 2026 is Docker. And one of the best ways to learn Docker is not through the course, but by using Containerlab. And here's why. Containerlab uses Docker to build network labs. So while you are building the labs, you are also learning exact tool that has been popping up in automation jobs and cloud jobs these days. So two birds, one stone. Today I'm showing you exactly how you go from a blank Linux machine to a live working Arista topology you can SSH into. Hi, I'm cloud network engineer and automation is basically my day job. Python, Ansible, Terraform, AI agents talking to real network devices, everything. None of that works without a lab you can break on purpose and without knowing Docker under the hood. Container Lab is where those two things meet. It's free, it's fast to spin up, and it gets you building real topologies instead of just reading about containers. So, in this video, here's exactly what we are going to cover. Four things. 1. Getting Docker installed the right way. 2. Pulling Arista's CEOS images and importing it. 3. Building a topology in YAML. Two routers, one link. 4. Deploying it, visualizing it, and making a SSH connection to live router to prove it's actually working. First thing you need is a Linux. It can be WSL, it can be a native boot or a virtual box. But to save you some headache later on, I suggest you go with VirtualBox or a native boot. Now let's dive into how we are going to build this topology. Before Docker, install 5 things: vim, curl, Python 3, VNV module, and pip. Then set up a Python virtual environment with this command, give whatever name you want it, and then activate it. Now let's install Docker. We'll go to Docker's official page. We'll select a platform as Ubuntu, and now we'll follow the instructions. So we'll run this particular command to uninstall any conflicting packages we have on our machine. So we'll just copy this command and we'll run it on our terminal. So once we run it, because we don't have any conflicting packages, it's returned nothing. Now next up is installing using apt repository. We'll copy all these commands and run it on our terminal. Okay, once it runs, you'll see something like this. Now I will install the package that we just downloaded. So to install, we'll use this command. We'll copy this and paste it in our terminal. Once this is done, you'll see something like this. And now it is time to see if Docker is installed and running. To check that, we'll use this system ctl status docker command. We'll copy that and run it in our terminal. Once we run it on our terminal, we'll see if Docker is running. Now, in case Docker is not running, we'll have to manually start. So to manually start, copy this command and run it on your terminal, and then check the status of Docker. Now it's running. Let's move on to running our first Docker. So this is hello world for Docker. We'll copy this command and run it on the terminal. Once we run this command, it shows us that installation was successfully. Docker is running as expected. Now it is time to download Arista image. One thing to note is to use your company email or your school email to download this image. Once you are on this download page, look for CEOS And this is the version you want to download, 4.36.0.0f. And look for tar.xc file. That's what we want. Once you click on this, the download will start, and I'll fast forward the download. Once finished, we'll move this file to working directory. And now it is time to import this image in Docker. To import the image, we'll use this command sudo docker import and the file name which we downloaded. Give this name to this image. Make sure you follow this exact format. It will take a minute or two. With sudo docker image, we should be able to see this image being imported successfully. Let's start building lab. We'll open Visual Studio Code and create new file called lab.yaml, and we'll start defining our topology. So let's give the name. Make sure it's small case and there are no spaces. The name, then topology. Inside topology, we will define nodes, and first node will be router 1. Inside router 1, we will define kind. So you need to follow the documentation and has to match exactly. So it's Arista under CEOS. We'll copy it from there. Then we'll define image. So image name we will find through sudo docker images, and we'll copy image name from here, and we'll paste it here. Now we'll define management IP with mgmt IPv4, and Containerlab uses 172.20.20. So I'll give last octet as 11. Now we'll copy this entire block and paste here for router 2. Let's paste it here for router 2. We'll change the name to router 2 and management IP to .22. Now we'll define the links between these two to the level of nodes. So links, and then we'll create a mapping of endpoints. So we'll define endpoints, then router name, which is RTR1 colon interface name, which is Ethernet 1, and then RTR2 with Ethernet 1. We can't use Ethernet 0 as it is reserved locally by Containerlab. I will save this file and go to the terminal, and we'll deploy this topology using clab deploy. Okay, I think I made mistake there. So clab deploy -t and the name of our YAML file, because I already ran it once, so I'll just reconfigure it to run it again. So we'll enable this flag, which is called reconfigure, and it will start building the lab. Now I'll fast forward. It will take few minutes to run the lab. You'll hear your fans running fast. Okay, now it is built. You'll see all the IPs, the name of the devices. Now let's run this command to see the visual representation, which is clab graph -t and the name of your YAML file. Click on one of the links and it will open it in the browser, and you can see the topology here, R1 and R2, router 1, router 2. Now let's try to SSH into the device. So let's do SSH. Default username and password are admin. Okay, I already did SSH once, so we'll just remove this stored SSH key with this command. Okay, I'll just copy it and paste it here. And then again, I'll try SSH. There you go. Now, with admin credentials, we're able to log into this router. Let's see the version on this. Show version. and it is Arista device. There you go. We just build the lab using Containerlab. Follow for more, and I'll see you in the next video with more